And we're back. It's Wisp time, ladies and gentlemen. We just need to walk back over to that castle, and then we can whistle up a wisp. Whoa! I'm looking forward to it. How about you? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a day. I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life looking for NPCs, and I am happy to say that no, I haven't needed to. So far, so good. I mean, I'm still going to be talking to NPCs, but I thought I was going to have trouble finding them, much like Taylor. Anyway, I would have words with thee. A ball of light approaches me. You are not the entity known as Trellick. I forgot about these guys. Yeah, they use apostrophes every time they have basically like a noun, I guess. You call out in the manner of the species called imps. Zorinia was expecting the entity Trellick. Could you how do these guys talk? But that is not of importance. From the information I have, the local manifestation before me is the entity known as Avatar. God, these guys sound like hipsters. The wisp glows brightly for a bit. Zorinia wishes to exchange information with the human entity. What's your name, Zorinia? Highest probabilities indicate that a manifestation from the Zoranite dimension will be called Wisp by the entities known as humans. I am also called Zorinia by other manifestations of the Zoranite dimension. Whoa. Oh, geez, that's high. Anyway, Zorinia is a conduct for information between different planes and dimensions. Zorinia also catalogs information which is necessary for growth of the Zoranite community. Gosh. You have information which may be valuable to me. I also have information that you want. Could you imagine, like, just with each of these things, that this guy, if he was actually a person, he would just be doing real big air quotes. I don't know, you air quotes? Yeah. I have information, air quotes, that you want. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of want to keep going with this, but I don't want this to just, I don't know. Zorinia is a conduct for, I did that already. Okay. Okay, fine. Time Lord. The entity known as Time Lord requests an audience with you. Before I can give you more information about this, I must propose a trade. Great. Didn't I call it? I speak with this guy. I got to do his deed. This leads me to another person. I got to do this for that person, and that just keeps going on and on and on and on. Information. The Undrian Council seeks information regarding a certain entity by the name of Alagna. You have access to this information. I do. I have information regarding a certain entity which you are seeking. The Undrian Council proposes a trade. Okay. I want to absorb the information in Alagna's notebook. If you bring the notebook here, the Undrian Council will release information useful to you. Do you agree with the trade? What fucking choice do I have? Zorinia recognizes your usefulness. I shall be here. Human entities shall call my activity waiting. Tell me, can you just give me a little bit more information? The Undrian Council has information that there's a the wisest man in Britannia. This entity is known as Alagna and lives in your colony of New Magincia. Alagna has what the entity calls a notebook. The notebook is a collection of information. You might have heard of this type of thing. Yeah, all right, fine. I'm done. All right. Man. Okay. Looking at the map, Friggin', which one is New Magincia? I think it's this one. Okay, so if I go to Vesper and I go completely down, down. If I go south, excuse me. It's just a sec. I just want to position myself with. Okay, I got everybody here. I just want to see to make sure that I have everybody. It looks like I do. It looks like I do. I guess. Okay. Like I said in the last episode, I don't want to suddenly find myself missing somebody. It's not like I'm gonna really be missing out on shit, but like I wouldn't want to lose Iolo. He has all my gold. I don't want to lose Shamino. I'm starting to offset a couple of things onto him now. All that business. I don't want to lose business because business. That's clear, right? Anyway, I parked right. Huh? And now we're going to go over to Vesper. I don't expect it's going to be super long before we're back in U. I know... hey, there's a wisp. I know there is... I still haven't yet spoken with Nicodemus. Or Nicodemus. Or whatever his name is. I haven't spoken with him yet, and I know it's necessary. Nope. I'm going to keep going. I know what's going on. I don't know if you can tell, ladies and gentlemen. That was weird. This is a chicken? Was somebody turned into a chicken? I have you. I feel... Am I missing somebody? Wait a minute. Oh, no. Shaman... No, I have Shamino. God damn it. Where did this chicken come from? Okay, so what just happened, and you might not have witnessed it, because it was happening kind of quick, okay? I was flying over some mountains, and a Lich happened. He teleported onto the mountain to cast spells at me. And I suppose if I were a Lich, I would want to do the same thing, but... yeah, I don't know how to react. I'm just gonna keep going with this, okay? Fine. Okay, I am there. I need to go about here, and now we go due south. Now, in theory, okay, I could use this hack mover kind of map, this one right here, and I could go just teleport somewhere, but it's less fun. And who knows what things I would be able to say while traveling. I mean, we're traveling over the high seas on a magic carpet. Hello, what's up for here? What's over here? Oh, right. It's probably sleeping time. Yeah, it's 12:51 at night. Excuse me, sir, this is important. The resident of this bed may not desire... wait. The resident of this bed may not be desirable of company at the moment. Well, it's kind of important. You see, evil never sleeps, and I've decided right now I'm just going to be an asshole. Now, this question, okay, it just popped into my mind. This doesn't actually relate that closely with what I'm trying to do right now. But, okay, let me see if I can't set this up in kind of a making sense kind of a way. Let me take a sip of my coffee while I think. So, I don't remember how it's called in D&D. Okay, Dungeons and Dragons, in case you need the reminder. One's, I guess, what do you freaking call it? This is my situation right now. I can't think of the term. You know, if I want to call myself chaotic neutral, or I don't know, chaotic good. What is it's the different kind of friggin' is it orientations? God damn. Let me search this up on my cell phone. This is gonna just enrage me until I find out. Let's see. Say chaotic good. Sure, great. The alignment system. Alignment, yes. So, okay. So, my alignment is largely good, maybe chaotic, but, I have my heart in the right place. But, okay, so that's one thing. Now, on a slightly different subject, the Avatar is not racist, okay? So he is not against anybody of any other type of race ever, anywhere, okay? He's all for it. I'm not sexist, because the sexes are all fine, I guess. But, but I do have, in fact, like just an unjust, undiscussed kind of faith-based, irrational hatred for evil. Is there a word for that? Is it alignmentist? I was just in the subway earlier today, and this just popped into my head. What is the Avatar? I mean, he's just completely an asshole against people that everybody agrees it's fine to be an asshole towards. Anyway, that's just a thought. So this is a big old fat man. You see a big old fat man with an almost cunning, almost erudite aura around him. What's your name? The name... Oh, hey, oh, jeez. Critical hit, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alagna. And who art thou? I'm Muffin Top. I see. Nice to meet you. Go away, I'm busy. Nope. Hi again. Hi, my name is the Avatar. Now you better listen. Alagna's eyes widen. Fucking right. By the skies above, I do recognize thee. I recognize thee by paintings. It's quite an honor. What may I do for thee? Yeah, your tone changes, huh? I was just a plebe to you before. Okay, well, let's see, let's continue. My profession, 2 hyphens, rather my destiny, 2 hyphens, is to learn and know all things. That's kind of ambitious. I came to New Magincia to build my workshop and do so. So I am indeed in New Magincia. The sage sighs. I left the Britannian mainland to come to the relative peace and quiet of New Magincia. I am content here because it's isolated and free from the filth and corruption going on in Britannia. Not many see it. Oh God, he's a conspiracy guy. Do you have like a tinfoil hat underneath your cowl, sir? Yeah, tell me about the corruption. You're not saying anything about Lord British, my best boy, are you? The Britannian people are becoming careless and lazy. They do not seek true knowledge. They do not respect their land. They do not respect each other. The resources of our land are being wasted. Miners are experimenting with the dangerous regions. There's an evil in the land, and I am not so sure it is in the people themselves. Eve, tell me about this, Eve. Thou hast heard of the Fellowship by now, I am sure. They are cunning and two-faced. I am working on obtaining proof of this. Oh, buddy. No wonder you're important to the storyline. Yeah. The Fellowship's probably going to be paying attention to you. Ooh. Okay. Oh, what do I go for first? The Wisps want your notebook, but I want to know about your suspicion. You are okay. Let's walk this back. What is true knowledge? True knowledge is the only way to complete fulfillment. Taken as just this one standalone statement, I think he might be right. But it depends on what you call true knowledge. Yes. Okay, well, if that's all you had, damn. Let's get the important... No, let's leave the important business last because whatever. What do you suspect? Thou dost suspect the fellowship of foul deeds? Well then, thou art perceptive indeed. Perhaps we are working towards the same goal. I suspect so. Except in my case, a gypsy told me that it was bad to be into the fellowship. I don't actually have that much more against the fellowship. I mean, there's a couple other people that say that they don't trust them, but I mean, you could say the same thing about politicians. Yes, how about your proof? I'm documenting this information in my notebook. Tell me about this. Tell me about the information and then tell me about the notebook, because everything's going to tie together. It's all contained within the... Fuck off. Okay, fine. We'll just skip ahead. It is hidden in a safe place, along with mine other treasured sources of knowledge. Alagna listens to you as you tell him you would like to borrow the notebook. Since thou art on an honorable quest, I suppose I might allow thee to borrow it if thou dost give me thy word that thou wilt return it. Not a contract. No, only imps need contracts. And if thou dost offer proof of thine eagerness to earn the true knowledge of the world. What kind of proof do you mean here, sir? Very well. Do you know the answers to the questions of life and death? Truthfully, no. No, of course you don't. Only those souls who have passed on from this life know these things. Seek out the spirit of the tortured one. Ask him what the answers are to the questions of life and death. When thou dost return with the correct answer, I will believe that thou art sincere in thy quest for knowledge. Only then will I allow thee to borrow the notebook. Man, that's kind of a tall order. Alas, he is a poor soul who is doomed to haunt his abode throughout eternity. What abode? Seek him out in Skara Brae. But be careful, it is a dangerous place. My God. I know Skara Brae. I should also advise thee that thou must use seance spells to speak with anyone on that island. They are all undead. I will unpack that in a moment. They are unusually aloof creatures of another dimension. I'm speaking about wisps. Thou wilt think they are thy friends, but they could very well be spying on thee for someone else. They have no loyalties to good or evil. All they care about is the acquisition of information. How they acquire it is sometimes honorable, sometimes not. How do you know that, buddy? Okay, no, I'm done. Thanks. Thank you for such information. Man, okay, I didn't remember that this was going to be where I am sent to Skara Brae. That's kind of a... It's not, I guess, any more a big... This fucking chicken, where did this chicken come from? The chicken is too heavy, you guys. I can't pick up this chicken. I can't pick up this... Anyway, so I remember Skara Brae just because it's one of those big milestone moments in the game. That's really all it is, okay? It's a big deal. It's this island over here. And I didn't realize I had reached that point in the story. That's it. Boy, yeah. So, I guess I should just go do it, huh? There's a whole world of side quests and side content that I could engage in, but this game's gonna go on long enough if I just keep going as is the way I'm going. So let me just continue doing it this way. This should be Buccaneer's Den. I don't want to go into Buccaneer's Den just yet. We're gonna go to Britain. I suppose. And then I guess get along my way towards... Okay, this is pause. Good. That's pause, which means... Okay, good. Skara Brae already, man. Yeah, this is the point. This is the point I was a little a little set off by, you see, because I forgot that Mr. or Mrs. Death, the ferryman, is right there. I don't recall if... I seem to remember that there is no way to park my magical carpet on Skara Brae. There's just too much debris. There's just no way to go about it. What I also don't remember is if there's anything I absolutely need to have on my person before we go. You know what? This is a good moment for saving. Let me empty slot. There. And I guess I'm gonna... let me turn the lights back on. Because it's time. Okay. Yeah, probably sound the trumpet when you want the ferry to come over. Okay. Avatar or no, walking up to the embodiment of death must be a little intimidating. The hooded figure in the boat ignores you completely. How about if I sound the trumpet? The hooded figure in the boat. Oh, right. Wait. That's correct. What's his name? Alagna said something about seances. So how about I do a seance thing? Seance. There it is. Am I able to speak with... Yes. Before you stands a tall, skeletal figure in a ghostly boat. This boat is not ghostly at all. It's quite real, I'm sure. He holds out his hand to me and says in some kind of a voice, I don't know what that would be like. I'm not even sure what the word means. I am the ferryman of Skara Brae. Thou must pay 2 coins to cross the Misty Channel. Probably, and the avatar is probably like, whoa, back up, ferryman? Yes, if you pay me, I can take you across the Misty Channel. I just told you that. The Misty Channel, whoa. He turns to the side and waves his skeletal hand in a sweeping gesture over the water upon which the boat rests. This is it, basically. Skara Brae. He turns all the way around and points across the water to the west there. Maventap, are you sure we need to go over there? What's the matter, Jamino? Art thou afraid? Of course not. No. I mean, Iolo's eyes narrow as he adopts a patronizing look on his face. And I suppose thou art without fear? He says to Spark. No, sir. I am not afraid of a skeleton, he says. As he looks at the ferryman, however, he gulps. 2 coin, huh? I got probably about 500. I think I could pay that. Wilt thou pay my price for passage into death? Yeah, all right, cool. $2? Sure. You place the coins in the shade's palm, and his bony fingers close over them. Step aboard if thou wouldst go to the Isle of the Dead. Thanks very much. $2 sounds a little cheap. That's it, huh? Well, I guess thanks. But yeah, seriously, $2. Even in a video game like here, okay? What does $2 buy you? Probably nothing. And maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point, all right? Rich or poor, any man can afford a passage to death. I just wanted to say that. There's zero significance to what I just said. It sounded cool in my head. There's a ghost over here. Yeah, so this island is a big Skara place. Skara Brae is I don't know how to describe it exactly, but like you can probably tell right now, ignoring the skeleton, you could probably tell that something kind of disastrous happened. And we're gonna find out just exactly what kind of disaster happened. Oh, standing before you with a hand on her hip is a lovely young woman with long black hair. Ew, you're a big one, my lord. She traces the line of your bicep. Let's remember that she's a ghost. I'd wager thou couldst lift me over thine head. She smiles enticingly. However, you doubt that you could even touch her in her ghostly state. You can call me Paulette, gorgeous. What can I do for you? She winks at me. Okay. Should I ask her name anyway? I mean, she just said it's Paulette. What's your name really? Oh, Paulette. Okay. Right, Paulette. Well, my lord, I used to clean tables here. As she says this, she bends over and pretends to wipe a table clean. Does she really need to pantomime what she... Anyway, you notice how low the cut of her bodice really is, and serve people like thyself? Of course, none so handsome. God, just ease up, lady. That was before the fire. Yeah, tell me, from a citizen's point of view, what exactly happened over here, lady? Somebody else I know, because I've played this game before, is about to tell me, it will eventually tell me, what exactly happened here and how it all went down, but I want to know from the people. The fire, huh? Tell me about here, then tell me about the fire. Why, 'tis called the Keg of Spirits. That's a fine name for a tavern, don't you think? That's a little topical, right? Keg of Spirits is the spirits inside. Anyway, fire. Oh yes, it was horrible. Horrible. The tavern caught on fire. I ran to my room, hoping to escape the flames. But then the fire was there too. But then I started coughing. I couldn't breathe. Her chest rises and falls quickly as if she's reliving the experience. Finally, I could take it no longer. She brings back the back of her hand to her forehead dramatically. I fainted. And then I was here again. Just like you see me now. Her smile is like that of a child. Aw. Yeah, what do you mean by here again? Yeah, it was a bit weird. I died. When I awoke, it was as if I had never left when the fire began. In fact, were it not for the scorch marks everywhere, I would doubt the fire ever happened. Oh, jeez. Oh, what happened? Okay. I guess it begs some interesting questions. What is death? And, I guess regardless of whether it is 2016 or not, this type of question is always going to bother us human beings. What could death possibly mean? And maybe we'll unpack that. Paulette, yeah, alright, sure. Let's see. Yeah, to be dead, huh? There are enough other stories out there where ghosts seem to be completely unaware of how dead they are. I mean, so dead. And, where am I even going with this? But, like, the suggestion is that life continues almost without a bump. Once your mortal body has expired or turned into meat or something. Anyway, we got business here. The corpulent undead barkeep greets you with a wide, gruesome smile. Come, stranger, have a seat near old Markham and tell me of your travels. I don't get so many visitors here anymore. Markham, huh? I got your name. Let me ask about it anyway. The heavyset zombie? Wipes his mouth off the back of his hand. Zombie, huh? No, you're a ghost. You are see-through? Some zombies are see-through. No, you have no body. You can't say that about zombies. Nah. I be Markham? Markham o' the keg. He pats the large keg of wine he carries. He's not carrying one. What the hell? The lovely Paulette strolls over and pats Markham's rather large belly. Yes, He's Markham of the Keg, all right. Oh, are you two, That's enough of that. He smacks the pretty young woman on the ghostly posterior. Make yourself useful and fetch me a haunch of venison. Oh man, the man's dream, huh? She turns away giggling. The continuation of the standard man's dream. At least the stereotypical man's dream. He looks at you with a mirthful expression. I just don't know what I'm going to do with that girl. Huh. His job is to run this fine establishment, this entire wreck. The Keg of Spirits. For a moment, he becomes serious. This place once drew folk from all across Britannia. Gargoyle and human alike. Until the fire, that is. Yeah, that fire, what a nuisance, huh? He looks uncomfortable. Cain blew the town to the four winds. And now we're all trapped here, slaves of that bastard Horrence. The tiny blue flames appear in the pupils of his glazed eyes and then go out as he regains his composure. Who is this? Please, Markham, have a little pity for Cain. He was trying to create something to save the town when he made his fatal mistake. The pale ghost looks deeply troubled. Oh, I suppose you're right, Quen. He was trying to help us when he called the proverbial fires of hell down on us. He just rankles me to have died in my prime. His roguish smile once again lightens his ghostly visage. I suppose if you know you're dead, at some point you do have to move on. I mean, I guess that's kind of a positive way to think about it. That's not necessarily it. Anyway, well, yes, more information. Tell me about Horrence. For all the years I've been in Skara Brae, he's been a raving lunatic. Whoa, with all those silly rhymes and his crazy laughter. Yep, totally a maniac. Laughter is definitely how you tell a maniac. Then one night, we all hears thunder when there isn't a cloud in the starry sky, and I seem to recall a full moon. He gets a thoughtful look in his face. But as I was saying, there was this thunder, and then this deep, dark laughter coming from the tower on the northern point. Horrence's Dark Tower. It's kind of a tourist place. After this, he falls silent for a moment. The pale ghost moves forward and whispers, I was already living in this half-world of the dead when these events took place, and ever since, just a sec, I've felt a strange pull coming from the tower. After a brief swig, he continues, then even worse, I remember hearing thunder. I'm out checking on the cows when I hear a sound like moaning. It's off to the east, so I look to the east. Into the graveyard, and what do I see? Oh, I'll tell you what I see. The grave's ripping open like the people in them got a place to go. Eyes wide, he tips back another sip. Gosh, so raising the dead, huh? Where's this? There was a fire? The fire was after? What happened? A look of disgust comes to his disfigured features. That tortured soul haunts the crater made by his foolish mistake. I wouldn't go near him, though. He's a bit daft. He refills his mug from a cask at his side and swigs. Now, alright, this whole time, this guy's just been downing wine. But he's a ghost. Is it ghost wine? I could sure do with some ghost wine right now. Just imagine being able to consume mindlessly to no end because you don't have a stomach. And it's not like the ghost wine has substance either. You don't have substance. There's nothing to think about. Oh, that's just a name for the rest of us since, the tortured one. Yeah, whatever. Skara Brae, huh? That's the name you're on? Okay. I think I might be done here. I'm done speaking with you, sir, certainly. Is this another person? Yeah. Let me just finish speaking with this guy here. And maybe there's one other person I want to go talk to, and then I think I'm going to call it. The pale-looking ghost turns in your direction and gives you a wan smile. What's a wan smile? I'm gonna have to look that up. Hello! Could it be that we've met somewhere before, my lord? You see recognition in his eyes and then it kind of fades. Forgive me. He shakes his head, then smiles. I am the shade of Quentin. Or Quentin. Maybe Quentin. Yep. Quentin. That's still my name. Hello, I'm Quentin. Oh, great. I'm Avatar. What's your name? Still Quentin. Last I checked. He smiles at your question. I once roamed the sea, days at a time, gathering my harvest of fish. He's a fisherman. How nice. I like fishermen. You're a shade. My story is long and sad. And then I died. When I was a young man, I met a lovely woman by the name of Gwen. I made her my wife, and we lived for a long time happy and carefree. She brought a light into the world, and we called her Marnie, which means the cool breeze after a storm. He smiles to himself at some memory, then continues with a furrowed brow. Then one day, my wife was taken from me. I know not where or by whom, save that they were evil men. Did any of these evil men have a hook by any chance? Soon after, my sweet Marnie became sick at the heart, and I feared for her health. I could not take time from my fishing to care for her, but I needed gold. Sick at the heart, huh? I guess that's what you call sick at the I don't know. An I don't know type of sickness. This is the world without medicine yet, right? Or science. So I made a deal with a man who was not to be trifled with. This was mine undoing. For when I failed to repay his loan, he came to me one night and slew me. Gosh. I had not a chance to fight back or call for help. He falls silent. Now that's something. Compared to these other hoo-has over here, who just, the fire happened and basically they woke up on the other side of death. That's one thing, okay? Not seeing the transition, but to have the memory of your murder. Like, could you imagine what that must be like? I have a memory of a painful moment in my life, and I'm never going to be able to live that down. And that wasn't even anything like being murdered. Of course not, because I'm quite alive, I think. But what a trip that must be. Everything around him must remind him of this too. God, that must be awful. But that was long before the fire that turned this whole island into the land of the dead. Ah, yeah, so he was dead before the fire. Got it, right. Okay, so he was able to basically brush up everybody on how to be a ghost. I guess somebody had to do it. It seems that Mistress Mordra, the person I want to speak to next, the town healer, thought she had a plan to stop the Lich Horrence. I didn't know he was a Lich, thank you for telling me. Which she told to the mayor. I am not sure exactly what she planned, but it involved Trent, the town smith, and Cain the alchemist. Not long after Cain began his work, a maelstrom of fires tore over the island, destroying everything. Skara Brae burned for days, and I'm sure the atmosphere hasn't recovered. Gosh, Quentin looks hopeful. If thou wouldst like to assist us, she is the best one to speak to. She seems to know the way to rid us of the Lich, at the least. Okay. Cain? He looks as if he expected your question. Alas, Cain, in his attempt to free us of the Lich, instead damned us to become slaves of the self-same Lich. Now, I have always just said Lich. Is that how to pronounce this? Or is it Lich? I don't know. And I have a bit of trouble, like, actually attributing this word with, like, a being of endless evil, I guess, or just like an undead kind of person. I don't know. It's Lich. It doesn't carry the weight with it, I guess. Anyway. Okay, to become slaves. How are you slaves? Yes, we are his slaves. Every night at midnight, we must go to the Dark Tower and become servants of his Black Mass. Black Mass. Ugh. It sounds awful. I only know this because Mordra tells us it is so. I have no recollection of ever having been to the Dark Tower at all. His expression betrays his fear. Yeah, okay. Okay, Mayor? The Mayor... Quentin selects his words carefully. Well, he believes that discretion is the better part of valor, so he might be able to offer thee some aid, but thou art likely first to need to convince him first that you're not here to hurt him. Alright. Got it. I don't need to know about your kid. Lish, once... over 200 years ago. That seems to be a sticking point. Lots of things are 200 years ago. I knew a gifted mage by the name of Horrence. Is 200 years... Oh, wait. Yeah, is 200 years ago like when the last game, Ultima 6, happened? I wonder. His two loves in life were the study of magic and booze! No, and writing lovely poetry. A drunk mage, just what anybody needs. The people of Skara Brae felt safe in the knowledge that this sort of mage protected the town. Then he began to change. Booze will do that to you. First, his beautiful sonnets became a rhyming doggerel. It became the only way in which he would speak. Oh, that's just irritating. His spells, which he displayed before the townsfolk, became destructive and violent. People began to fear him. My death occurred at about this time. Not long after that, he became reclusive. He had a tower built on the northern point. Nobody knows where he got the money for it, and he never removed himself from it. Just a side thought. He probably maybe had this thing built, but if you are a powerful enough mage, couldn't you use magic, again, as a vague superpower? Super vague. You could use magic to just construct it yourself. And that's part of what's so fascinating to me about vague magic, just as a category. You can do sort of literally everything, as long as you have the means, you know? Anyway. Then one night, the graves in the graveyard opened, and the dead began to walk. It was cool. Oh, Markham nods his head emphatically. Sorry. That's right. I seen it. I did. What a contribution. Thank you, Markham. They marched to his tower, and now they roam all over the island, performing his bidding. It's getting so's a ghost can't make an honest living anymore. Markham looks a bit disgruntled. How bothered could you be? You don't even have clients. Okay. Thank you, yes. That's as much information as I currently want. Right now, the order, right now, the last thing I want, the thing I know that is really necessary at the moment is to speak with Mordra. That would be the oh, thank you. Mordra. Oh yeah, this is an important spot in things. But I need the healer. Hello, skeleton. Don't mind me. Let's see. No, I want this door open, thank you. Mordra. Is there a Mordra? You're not Mordra. Okay, maybe I'll leave Mordra for the next episode then. You see a middle-aged ghost. This guy's important, I know. You see a middle-aged ghost cowering in the corner of this burnt-out room. Conveniently, yes, he is in the corner. He's shaking from head to toe, and as you approach, he jumps out, waving an onk in your face. Thou'lt not have me, foul beast. Back, I say. In the name of the virtues, back. He slowly notices that this is having no effect other than to surprise me. And he looks more closely in my direction. Great. He looks from me to a picture of me on the wall. Convenient. Isn't this place super burnt up? Wait, that's... Okay, no, I like this. This is nice. Okay, so he's in the corner. We find him in the corner. His text says he's in the corner. He refers to a picture on the wall. Hey, look, there's a picture on the wall. That's just kind of nice. That's small details. Back and forth he looks, squinting his eyes until they go wide with relief. Ah, thank thee for coming. Lord British finally called thee to help us. He's obviously suffering from some sort of delusion. I am Mayor Forsyth. Dost thou think it will take long for thee to defeat the Lich? No. But let me conduct an investigation into the matter. Let's just skip ahead. Why, yes, the Lich has been a horrible scourge on my poor town. Worse than cockroaches he is. First, he drives away all visitors by raising the dead. Yeah, just awful. Then, in an attempt to stop him, the town is destroyed in a terrible fire. Tourism has taken a serious hit. Well, I suppose it's not strictly his fault, but, well, something has to be done about him. Forsyth looks a little flustered. His fault? What's this? Well, the alchemist is the one who started the fire. Fire, tell me. He puts his arm around your shoulders and whispers, just between you and me. Just you and me, buddy. Mistress Mordra, our healer, thought she found a way to get rid of horrors once and for all. All we have to do is make a gold cage, or was it an old cage? Oh, well, no matter. We make this cage, you see, and someone, he smiles at you, lowers it into the well of souls to do something or other to it. And then once this is done, you catch the Lich off guard late at night. You snap it tight around him. Sounds easy thus far, yes? Oh, yeah, it sure does, yeah. Come on. Well, now, after that, thou needest only to pour on him the magic liquid that the alchemist was making. It's real good booze. He pauses here as if a little embarrassed. I apparently got the proportions just a little off when I told the alchemist about the formula. Anyway, it should be easy as falling off a log for thee. I guess thou hadst better be running along now. Mistress Mordra can tell thee ever so much more about this than I can. Be careful, though. She is a dangerous old wench. Really? Mistress Mordra resides just across the way, and I can help thee, and she can help thee with everything thou mightest need to rid us of the Lich. Thank thee ever so much. It has been nice talking with thee. Goodbye. He scurries back into his corner and holds his ankh in a protective fashion. Okay. Well, shit, that's done. I guess that's... Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me this far. We have the world set upon us. The world set upon... We have the rest of the game unfolding before us. In the next episode, will speak with Mordra, and I guess we're going to get to do the entirety of the island of Skara Brae. Real kind of sudden. I don't know what else to say, so we're just going to end here. Thanks for joining me. See you on the next one.